Welcome everyone to Monthly Motivation for August. This month's motivation is what I am going to call Aggressive August. Why do I say aggressive? It's because I'm going to get aggressive and I am going to invite, encourage, and challenge you to do the same and join me. I have spent a lot of time this summer vacationing, going to get-togethers, parties, open houses, all sorts of celebrations, and I haven't exactly ate the cleanest. I still would consider myself to be a clean eater, but I just haven't kept it as clean as what I normally do the rest of the year. I've been celebrating one too many wins. Some of you, many of you, I'm sure can relate. That is okay. That is okay. All that really matters is that we get back on the plan. I talk all the time that it's not what you do once in a while that is going to deviate from the goals that you are trying to achieve. It's what you are doing consistently. I am never someone to throw in the towel. I also talk all the time about keeping your exercise and your diet separate. Often, if people get off the plan and they start to kind of sabotage their diet and eat more indulgent things than normal, they throw in the towel with exercise because they feel like I'm just in a rut. I'm off. I'm putting on weight anyway, all of this stuff. But it's important to keep the two separate. And I know I am very good at that. I work out 5 days a week. I've had several times or weeks throughout the summer where I wasn't able to get my 5 in due to family vacations. I've went several days at a time without getting a workout in. But the big thing is, I'm always back at it. I don't let that set me back, and that sets me apart from a lot of people. So I hope that can really inspire you to, first of all, keep the diet and the exercise separate, but it can also encourage you that if you've been a little off this summer and maybe you've put on a few pounds or packed on a lot of pounds, you don't let that sabotage you from what you really want to go after and what your goals are. Get back at it. With that, we're going to talk about Aggressive August. I'm going to share with you what my Aggressive August is going to consist of, and I'm going to encourage you to join me in this, and I would love for you at the end of the month to kind of share what your experience has been. What type of results have you had with getting a little bit aggressive in August? Today is Thursday, August 1st. I just came back from New York, so I was off. I was off the plan way too many times, too much standard American diet. That's okay because I'm right back at it. But what I am going to do, it's been a while, and I like to do a good 3-day prolonged fast several times a year, but I'll be honest with you, 2019, I think I've only done one. So I'm just off in a lot of ways. Again, that's okay. The important thing is to get back on. So I am going to start my month out with a 3-day prolonged fast. That is going to be a water fast. Not intermittent fast. This is going to be an all-out fast. And I'm not going to go into all of the details about it because I have videos talking about not only intermittent fasting, but prolonged fasting as well. And I will have all of those videos linked in the drop-down box below. I will include one up here as well, but you really need to check out the library. The next thing I'm going to do, and I've always had really good luck with this, and it's something I've always encouraged my clients to do, is take a look at your calendar. It doesn't matter what calendar. It can be the calendar that you keep on your refrigerator. It can be your month at a glance in your planner, or if you have another month at a glance somewhere else. It does not matter where you do this, what calendar you resource. You can also print an August calendar right off of your computer. Most of us are aware of everything that is going to take place in August, somewhat. I'm talking about parties, weddings, barbecues, different things like that, we generally already know because we would have already gotten the invite. Those are going to be the times that most likely you are not going to eat clean. I know for me, I don't eat clean when I go to those type of things because I'm eating clean all the other times. I'm that type of person that prefers to not cheat when I'm at home and eat severely clean and save my celebrating my wins for when I go out. And then I indulge. I don't really worry about it. I mean, I always order fish and I generally order the vegetables versus a potato or a rice or some type of starch, but I still am not clean eating because I'm still gonna have some bread. I'm still gonna have a salad. And if you think salads are diet food, I'm here to tell you no, they're not. Not with all the goodies on them. You know, I'm going to have wine. I may have a pre-dinner craft cocktail, whatever. So it's off the plan, and that's what I like to do. And it works for me. I stay in maintenance mode by doing so because I keep it so clean all the other times. Now, if you're in major weight loss mode, you may not be able to take that treat or cheat every time you go to some type of gathering. This aggressive August is really going to be for you specifically to tailor it to how it's going to work for you. So for me, I'm going to start the month out again with that 3-day prolonged fast, just to kind of give my body a reboot. It's been too long. Then I am going to take my calendar and I am going to plug in any dates that I already know I am going to cheat or treat myself, where I am not going to be what I consider clean eating. And my goal is to really get myself to about 1 treat or cheat meal per week. Now, normally in maintenance mode, I can do about 2 and I am okay. But I'm going to try for aggressive August because we're getting aggressive here. I'm going to try to stick to 1 a week. Now, where this can get a little tricky is, let's say I'm going to go do something on a Wednesday, but then the following Saturday I am going to be doing something. This is where I'm going to have to decide for myself. Do I take one of those 2 days and keep it clean? And I can eat out and still do what I consider eating clean. It's Tracy's version of a little cheat, but still considering it eating clean. And again, this is how you're going to tailor this to you. Or I'm going to pick and choose. I really don't know. But somehow my ultimate goal for aggressive August is that I am going to only consider 1 cheat per week. And again, I may modify 2 different times. For example, when Amy and I get together for Wine Wednesday, that's usually an indulgent day for me. But if I have something on that Saturday, I may scale it back a little bit when I do Wine Wednesday with Amy and scale it back a little bit when I do something on that Saturday. I already know of a couple days that are going to be heavily indulgent. We're celebrating 2 of my daughter's birthdays in the month of August, but we're celebrating them together, which is a good thing. The whole key here is I'm going to get aggressive. I'm going to challenge myself. I need to get back on track, get a few of these pounds off that I've put on throughout the summer, and it's just something that I like to do once in a while. I'm okay with doing this type of stuff, and you have to decide for yourself. The other thing that you have to decide for yourself is, what do you consider a treat or cheat, and what do you consider clean eating? Everyone is going to be different. Some people are just going to look at their calories. Maybe you use the MyFitnessPal app and it's all about calories and you don't really pay attention to what you're eating. Meaning you may have pizza and a glass of wine and a cookie. And to you, if you stayed in your calories that were allocated for that day, you're not going to count it as a treat or cheat because you stayed in your calories. That's perfectly fine. And that's a great message just in life. Tailor it to you. We don't want to or need to follow what everyone else is doing. And no one can tell you that that wasn't clean because we all get to dictate what our clean days are. You already know that I track my clean eating and my cheats. I pay attention. I am someone who needs to be aware. I keep myself accountable. I don't expect other people to, but I do it for myself. So figure out what your aggressive August is. If you want to get extreme like me, go ahead and do a 3-day prolonged fast. Go ahead and only treat yourself to one indulgent meal a week, and then keep it clean all the other meals. And this isn't a day. It's not throw in the towel for the day. It's one meal. I always say whatever you can take in within an hour to an hour and a half. So let's say you go to a barbecue. You don't want to chow down in 10 minutes. Spread it out, maybe an hour, hour and a half, but don't make it a 5-hour feast either. So you're going to get yourself in a little bit of a pickle if you do that, because that's just overindulging. So be mindful, figure out what works for you. But the other challenge that I have for you, and this is going to be hard for some of you, because many people do lead a sedentary life and they don't get any exercise. But for aggressive August, I want you to commit to 3 days of movement a week, 30 minutes at a minimum each time. Again, 3 days a week, 3 out of 7, that's not that many, minimum of 30 minutes each day. I don't care what you do. Again, this is your plan. This is your own story. This is your own aggressive August. It doesn't have to be like mine. It doesn't have to be like the neighbors. It doesn't have to be like anybody else that's commenting in the comment section below this video. You're going to make your aggressive August whatever it is for you. But we're going to get aggressive, and we're going to have results, and we're going to move that needle, drive that bus, raise that bar somehow for the month of August. At the end of the month, I'm going to want you to share with me what your results were from doing so. And I will do a little reminder in our monthly motivation on September 1st. I'm going to say, hey, I want to hear what happened if you partaked in aggressive August and did the challenge, and what your challenge was for you, what you modified, what you changed. Now for me, obviously, I do 5 workouts a week, so I'm gonna be beyond the 3. But for all of you out there, it's 3 at a minimum, and you can do it. You have the time, you really do, believe me. We all have the time. We all have the time for what is important to us. Think about it. You make time for things that are very important to you. Exercising 30 minutes, 3 days a week may not really be that important to you, but it's part of the challenge, so you have to get it done, right? You have to get it done. And I think you'll be very thankful that you did. And hey, bring on your significant other, one of your children, your neighbor, a friend. Say, hey, do you want to do this challenge with me? But the key is they design their own aggressive August, and you're just there to encourage and support one another. You don't tell each other you're doing it wrong, because their way is going to be their way and your way is going to be your way. I'm super excited. Wish me luck, because I will be starting this 3-day water fast starting today when I'm done with my final meal. And then the beauty of it is I'm going through the weekend, which a lot of people can't do that. They always wait till Monday. But I challenge you, don't start something on Monday. Start it today. Start it tomorrow morning. Start it on a weekend. Challenge yourself. Aggressive August. Get aggressive. And I wish you all the luck. You can do this. You can do this. I have your back. I really do. So I'm super excited. I hope this was motivating and encouraging, because that is what I want to do. All right, make it a great month. Get aggressive, and I will check back on September 1st with the next month's monthly motivation. If you have a recommendation of what you'd like me to hit on for monthly motivation, let me know in the comment section. I try to keep it something small, and generally it is diet and exercise related, just because it's that little monthly motivation, and that is a big thing that people, are always striving to do, to be healthy, to live their best life. All right, I'll let you go. Enough chit chat, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.